Hi, this is Sean Current with Windermere Homes and Estates. Today I'd like to talk about another reason why homes stay on the market for a very long time and don't sell. Previous video discussed pricing, and today I'd like to talk about what I call the history of a property. That could be related to escrows. Let's say a property is out on the market, they get an offer in and open an escrow with a new buyer. There's a period of time during which the buyer does their due diligence and has several reasons for why they can cancel an escrow if they're not happy. One of the reasons that buyers often will have to cancel is lending. Perhaps their credit score wasn't high enough. They didn't provide enough information on their financials during the pre-approval process, and the lending terms get changed during the escrow period, and the buyer's not willing to accept those changes from the lender. That's definitely one of the main reasons that I see. So keep in mind that if that escrow ends up canceling, the list agent then has to reactivate the listing on our MLS, and the market time on that property goes back to the very beginning when it was first entered. During the course of an escrow, the market time or the market clock stops. So that's one reason. Now there could be other reasons for the cancellation within that time period that has to do with items kind of relating to the property itself. Let's say something comes up on the title report that either the seller and or the buyer didn't know about, and it's not a clear title, or there's some issue. Sometimes it could be an easement related thing. Seller may have lived there 30 years and doesn't even remember or realize there's an easement, but it may be an unappealing aspect for a buyer who then chooses to cancel. It could also be related to different negotiations during the escrow between the buyer and the seller and just not reaching an agreement. That often happens during the course of a request for repair period. After a buyer's done their inspections and due diligence, they go to the seller to get something fixed or repaired, and there's an agreement can't be reached, and so then the escrow gets canceled. Now, again, that whole kind of thing leads into all kinds of branches of this escrow tree. Sometimes they can be worked out, but often they cannot. And then again, the listing then has to be reactivated on the MLS, and that market time jumps. Another reason is short sale. We don't have a lot of them or as much as we used to anymore, but they still exist. And just so you know, a short sale is when a property has more debt on it from a lender, a bank, than can be sustained by the market. Basically, it's an upside down property. So in order to get that property sold, the seller and a buyer have to negotiate with the banks who hold the loans on the property in order to get approval for the bank to take a loss on it, which is often a great deal for a buyer. However, it's an extremely long process, can be very tedious. Banks are not the best people to work with, and so during the course of that time period, months can pass while the buyer and seller are waiting for the bank to make final approval. On any of these reasons that will increase the market time, all of these can be found out by a good buyer agent, often well before a client even walks in the door of the listing, before they look at it. Agents, generally speaking, are very happy to explain why a property's got a long market time. So if the buyer's agent calls up the list agent and asks them some questions, they can usually find out beforehand. And it could end up leading to a successful escrow with happy people who know everything up front and are willing to work together. And in the end, everybody is happy. Anyway, this is the second part of the series. I hope that was helpful. And in the next one, I'll address what I'll call aesthetics of a property that are more specific to the house itself. Thanks a lot. Have a good day.